Yes, so hi guys, you're all welcome back to Gist TV, where you have your gist undiluted. Sit tight, guys, and listen and learn how God saved me from poison. So let them come, they already know. He'll be right beside me, like a wall of Jericho. They don't know, they don't know, they don't know what's going on. So guys, you're all welcome back to Gist TV, where you have your gist undiluted. So guys, today's story, last time I told you guys how fortunately I didn't take the poison, but unfortunately my two girls and my mother-in-law happened to take the poison made for me by my brother-in-law. Let me spare you the other story. You can watch it at my last video. So it happened that after they have taken the poison, I never knew it was poison. Nobody knew it was poison. I never knew it was poison. Even my mother-in-law that gave it to my children and shared it with my children never knew it was poison. She couldn't have taken the poison if she had knew. Though my brother-in-law warned her not to take that drink, because when she went to my brother-in-law's house, my brother-in-law now gave her her own. She drank. She said after drinking that my brother-in-law now warned her, this one that she's sending to me, that she should not take it by no means. She said when she came home, she gave me the wine. I couldn't take it. I went to sleep because I was not feeling thirsty. So guys, it happened that after they have taken the poison, and after they have taken the poison, it happened that 4 days later, just 4 days later, they began to have a, when I'm here, I'm very careful because some hoodlums used to walk around looking for who to devour or to snatch phone from. So guys, so now, when they now took it, they became very sick and began to cough. The cough got so serious that I now took my children and ran to the town where my husband was based. So we now took my children to the hospital. They gave us some medicine and we went back home. So as we got home, I now heard that my mother-in-law is almost at the dead point. So I now took my children, I ran back to the village, took my mother-in-law to the hospital, and began to take care of my mother-in-law at the hospital while I gave my two children with the drugs I brought from the hospital with one woman called Dabiati. So I had taken care of my mother-in-law at the hospital for 4 good days, when that Dabiati now called me that if I want my children alive, that I should come and take my children. I now left my my mother-in-law at the hospital and ran back and took my children and come to the hospital and begin administering the medicine they gave me at the other hospital. So one day, all this while, the hospital is not that far. It's not far. It's just around our area, just about 5 poles. So my brother-in-law, my husband's senior brother, never came for 1 day to look after his mother that is sick, that is in the hospital. His mother that is critically ill, that is in the hospital. He never came for 1 day to take care of her or to look after her or to pay for the hospital bill. So I was wondering this thing, why is it like this? What happened? Then one day he now came. When he came, I greeted him. He said that it's me that want to suffer, that I should go home and relax and thank my God. I said, Nadim, because I didn't have anything. I said, Nadim, what happened? He said, no, that I'm a very good girl taking care of my mother-in-law, that what is killing her mother is longer throat. She now went to the ward where his mother was lying. When he got there, I was watching him. He said, Mama, bugagi. My mother-in-law could not talk. I began to ask him, Nadim, what happened? Because meaning that my husband brother, what happened? What happened? Well, how can it be longer throat that is causing the illness, while my own children also are having the same cough? My mind never went to the fact that he was the last person that gave us something that they took. So my children case became so bad that I now left my mother-in-law at the hospital and took my children down to Aba. When I got there, the whole yard gathered and said that we should take my children wherever we brought them, because the kind of cough they have, that we have other children and somebody just put to bed in that area, in that our compound, that I should take my children out and wherever anywhere. So guys, took my children back to Living Word Mission Hospital. My children stayed 3 weeks in Living Word Mission Hospital. They don't even know what to do. We sold everything we have, everything we had then, to help my children, because of the bill was so expensive. They said the heart that's getting rotten, the liver, the kidney, everything is collapsing. I said, what happened? After we stayed up to a month and 2 weeks, they now said, they now refer us to UNTH Enugu. That's where we are going. That UNTH Enugu. That is where we should get cured. That they don't have the facilities to take care of my children. Guys, I was broken. If you see me then, oh God. That was when one of my cousins now visited me at the hospital and now began to tell me, am I sure that this thing is not poison that these children took? That it could be poison, no, that this thing could be poison. I said, which poison? I now told her that my mother-in-law is even in the hospital, so critical that they say she can die today, she can die tomorrow. Not knowing that my brother-in-law has gone to the hospital and took my mother-in-law home and locked her in the house and said that it's longer throat that is killing her, that she should stay inside and die. Guys, listen, this is my story. It happened to me. It happened to me. I'm not adding, I am not removing, so that God will protect me, God will see me. I am not adding anything. That's exactly what happened. So my cousin now said that his husband is a herbalist. I also knew that her husband is a herbalist. She now took us to her husband with my children. When we got there, the husband said that, look, this is poison now, because my children are now looking at the person that is at the last stage of S, at the last stage of not even HIV, AIDS. So that was when my cousin husband now began to brought one leaf in the bush. As she brought the leaf, he squeezed the leaf and asked the wife to bring something. The wife brought something and he added it to that leaf and brought out the juice of that leaf, put it in a spoon and gave my daughter to drink. 2 of them, each one the same thing. They drank each spoon, one spoon. So after they have drank it, a little longer, they began to vomit. They vomited and vomited and vomited and vomited. It was not an easy road. So they vomited. Imagine children that's already looking like children that are at the last stage of S. They began to vomit. As they vomited something that was so greenish. That was when my cousin began to be happy. At last, they began to vomit something that was so black, so black. My cousin was so happy, so they have started vomiting all the blood, all the black blood that clutter all the wounded, the heart, pancreas, the kidney, the liver, the heart. They vomited, at a point, they began to vomit something that seemed like white blood mixed with a little blood. Something that looks like a mucus mixed with blood. So when they vomited that thing, that was when my cousin was so happy and now said that I should go and bring oil. I brought oil. He now began to give them that oil. After they drank that oil, they slept. That was when I collapsed. I thought that they are not alive again. So that my cousin began to pour me water. Said that if meaning that if your children are not dead, did you want to die before them? So I began to look at them, but they were breathing. So as they slept around 3 or 4 hours. They now woke up. When they woke up, I was surprised. Cheesy, my daughter, now said, Mommy, I want to eat. I said, food, you want to eat? Hey. They now brought this agidi. I don't know what you guys, it's made of corn, like pap, but it's thick, it's sticking. Just white pap corn. This corn, they will just cook and it becomes so a bit stronger. So they said that they don't need any strong food. They now gave them that food with only red oil. They took it. They slept. The following morning, I was fast asleep. I couldn't walk because I was watching them all through the night to see that they will not die. I was watching them all through the night to see, make sure that they will not die. Not that their life was in my hand, but as a mother. So when they now woke up, I was fast asleep. When I now woke up, I couldn't see them on the bed where they was lying. I shouted, "Mommy, Mom," because that's what I call my my first daughter, Momsy. Momsy, so Momsy. My cousin was cooking at the kitchen. When she heard my voice, she now ran and grabbed me and said, "They're outside playing ball." I said, "Which ball? Which ball? Which ball?" So then now I got outside. When I got outside, see my children, breeze was blowing them up and down as they were playing ball. Breeze will carry them here, breeze will carry them here as they were playing ball. Hey! I knelt down and thank God. I knelt down and said, "God, you did this to me." About 3 days later, we now got the news that my mother-in-law is dead. My husband now rushed home and find out that his mother is actually dead. And that was when he began to make inquiry. Was he at the hospital? Because two of us were in the hospital. Was he at the hospital? But because he left her at the care of the mother. So that was when they told him that the senior brother never took him to the hospital. That he never took him to the hospital. That what he did was he now locked him inside and left him to die. Except one woman that visited, and my mother-in-law, he allowed that woman to visit my mother-in-law, to talk with my mother-in-law. That woman later told me that my mother-in-law blessed me. That my mother-in-law blessed me so much. That my mother-in-law said that no matter what his son tried, that his son cannot kill me. That the woman blessed me so much and now gave me some of the things my mother-in-law was hidden from me. He said that I should forgive him. That why she hid that key was because that the son said if she gave me that key, that he will kill her. Yes, that key was the key of my house we built. So as my mother-in-law now, I gave her all the key. I left all the key in her care, so that whenever I go home, I'll collect the key from her, not knowing that my husband, senior brother, was going into the house, taking the key and committing all the atrocities, even carrying women to my house. So guys, that was how God delivered my children. That was how God delivered me. So guys, thank God for me. My children, they are grown now. Yes, God have led us all through this one. And my husband brother was not even resting. That's how he was chasing my husband scatter everywhere. My husband was their last one, never did anything to hurt him or anything until he is now late only, until he is now dead. And if you want to know how my husband died, go to my YouTube. I'll leave the film link at the description box, so you can go through it and read to yourself how he died. So guys, this is what happened. So guys, if you have watched to this point, please, I thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from my heart. Please subscribe to this channel. You have a lot more to learn. Subscribe, like, and share. I love you so much. I'm going to see you in my next video. Please don't forget to give me thumbs up. Don't forget to give me thumbs up. It's so I so love it. Thumbs up, showing that I'm doing fine. And please subscribe, share this video so that other people will learn from what happened to me. Please. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. My next video is going to be how the person that did all those things came out and confessed and begged me face to face that he was the one called by my husband's senior brother to do all those things. That's going to be my next video. Please watch out.